Besides the fact that the most legendary athletes are known for being legendary in their career, there are much more to find out about their income. Even without games being played and crowds hitting the courts, the highest paid athletes for 2020 have still managed to rustle up a couple of $1 million. So let's see the top 25 highest paid athletes of 2020.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 25, Phil Mickelson. Phil Mickelson, a legendary professional golfer, is estimated at around $400 million. That's largely due to his golfing successes as much as his business dealings. He's got some big names backing him, with brands like ExxonMobil, Ford, Rolex, and KPMG all throwing money at him like it's going out of fashion. He also added endorsement deals with Amstel Light and hat brand Melon in 2020. He has also shared some of his wealth. The Mickelson Foundation, which he and his wife Amy co-founded, supports youth and family initiatives. Number 24, Kyrie Irving. NBA professional and a great point guard, Kyrie Irving currently plays for the Brooklyn Nets. He signed a 4-year, $141 million deal with them last year. His net worth is estimated to be $43.3 million, and more than half of his income comes from endorsement deals with major brands like Nike and Pepsi. He is also known to be involved in a few charity events. Irving contributed to donations for the COVID-19 pandemic relief. In March, he announced a donation of $323,000 to Feeding America. Back in 2016, he hosted a charity walk to raise money for an organization that provides personal growth and employment opportunities for people with disabilities. Number 23, Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic is a Serbian professional tennis player who has a net worth of a whopping $220 million. He is known to become the first tennis player to win $100 million in prize money. He is also sponsored by apparel brand Lacoste since 2017. He also struck a 5-year deal with Lacoste, paying a premium to former sponsors Uniqlo. He also endorses Serbian telecommunications company Telekom Serbia, as well as a German nutritional supplement brand Fitline. He receives around $20.6 million a year through sponsorships via Lacoste and various other endorsements. And as you can tell, he ranks 23rd in the world's highest paid athletes. Number 22, Drew Brees. Drew Brees is an American professional quarterback in the NFL who has a net worth of $160 million. While many consider him to be one of the best passers the game of football has ever seen, some consider him to be the best quarterback of all time. He has also earned over $250 million from salary alone over 19 seasons in the NFL. His endorsements include Procter & Gamble, Nike, Microsoft, and Monster. He can be considered a restaurateur as well, as he purchased a 25% stake in Walk-On's Bistro and Bar. He has even invested in restaurant chains like Jimmy John's, Happy's Irish Pub, and Dunkin'. With his wife, Brees set up the Brees Dream Foundation, which has raised over $35 million for various charities to this day. And he has even donated $5 million to help combat the coronavirus pandemic. Number 21, Tom Brady. Tom Brady, an American football quarterback and a model, has a net worth of $200 million. Now, that is separate from his wife, Gisele Bündchen, who has a $400 million fortune of her own. In 2020, Tom jumped from his longtime home with the New England Patriots to the Tampa Bay Bucks. His 2-year Bucks contract is worth $50 million and could include $9 million in incentive bonuses. By the time his contract ends, Tom will have earned north of $400 million from salary and endorsements during his career. Number 20, Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is an American heavyweight boxer who has a net worth of $30 million. He first gained the WBC heavyweight title in 2015 that he held until 2020. Deontay's most notable paydays include $2 million from the first Luis Ortiz fight, $10 million from the first Tyson Fury fight, $10 million for Dominic Breazeale, $20 million for the Luis Ortiz match, and $28 million for the Tyson Fury rematch. Including February 2020's Fury rematch, Deontay's career earnings topped $70 million. Between June of 2019 and June of 2020, Deontay earned $45 million. Number 19, Anthony Joshua. The two-time unified heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua has seen a lot of success since his debut in July of 2013. His estimated worth is around $55 million, and his earnings are boosted significantly once all of his other modes of income are accounted for. He has recorded one of the biggest rises in fortune in the sport over the past year. Joshua has some tremendous endorsement deals with Under Armour, Jaguar, Altitude Mass, StubHub, Sky Sports, Hugo Boss, and many more. Number 18, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is a Greek professional basketball player for the Milwaukee Bucks of the National Basketball Association, and as it seems, his net worth is enough to be included in our list. In 2016, he agreed to a 4-year, $100 million contract extension, but his overall earning got a boost after his shoe deal with Nike. As it's estimated, his net worth is around $43 million. Number 17, James Harden. An American professional basketball player, James Harden has a net worth of $165 million. After 826 games in his career, Harden has averaged 25.1 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 6.3 assists per game. He is estimated to earn around $17 million through endorsements. Back in 2015, he signed a $200 million shoe deal, leaving Nike for rival sportswear company Adidas, a 13-year deal that will pay him an average of $15 million per year. His other major endorsements include brands like Body Armor, Electronic Arts, and State Farm. Number 16, Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is not only the most popular Irish UFC fighter of all time, but also someone who has evolved to be synonymous with UFC and MMA. Known as the Notorious, his net worth stands at $120 million. While $85 million of his net worth comes from his salary winnings, McGregor also made an enviable $14 million from endorsements. A true marketing goldmine, he has bumper deals signed with Burger King, Beats by Dre, Monster Energy Drink, and sportswear giant Reebok. Number 15, Jared Goff. Jared Goff, an American professional football player, has a net worth of $30 million. But in addition to his salary from the LA Rams, he also has several sponsorship deals. As it's reported, he earns around $2 million per year from endorsing Red Bull, BMW, Bose, Banana Republic, Nike, and Pizza Hut. Goff even has his own clothing line, JG16, that gives him additional income. Number 14, Rory McIlroy. Rory McIlroy is one of the world's most successful and famous golfers, especially if the money he's pulling in is any indication. His net worth is estimated at $122 million. McIlroy has a huge endorsement deal with Nike, rumored to be valued at over $200 million. Starting in 2012, his tournament appearance fee was $2 million. It has likely skyrocketed since then, as McIlroy's profile has only grown over the past 8 years. Number 13, Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, the most marketable driver on the F1 grid at the moment, has a net worth of $285 million. Now, unlike many big-time athletes, he earns the bulk of his money through salary and winnings rather than from endorsements. This year, his salary and winnings are at $42 million, while his earnings from endorsements amount to $12 million. His sponsorship deal include Bose, L'Oreal, Mercedes-Benz, Puma, Tommy Hilfiger, Union Bank of Switzerland. Number 12, Russell Westbrook. You know who Russell Westbrook is, and he doesn't need the introduction, right? Well, the NBA player's net worth stands at $170 million. In 2017, he signed the largest contract in NBA history, worth $205 million over 5 years. He signed the largest contract in Jordan Brand history when he signed an extension in 2017, and a year later, he got his signature shoe. Apart from Nike, he endorses top brands like Pepsi and Samsung. Number 11, Tyson Fury. As of 2020, professional boxer from Manchester, Tyson Fury's net worth is roughly $50 million. Due to the fact that his earnings in 2020 are at $57 million, this may be a reason to believe that he has $7 million worth of liabilities. And we shouldn't forget that philanthropy comes to Tyson Fury as natural as a jab or a hook. He is well known to open up his heart and wallet to the less fortunate and in need. Number 10, Carson Wentz. The next athlete on our list is Carson Wentz, whose net worth is worth $45 million. Wentz has made himself some nice pocket change from typical endorsement deals like Nike to bigger ones with Amazon, Bose, and Sanford Health, and he definitely knows how to spend money wisely. Number 9, Kirk Cousins. As of 2020, Minnesota Vikings Kirk Cousins' net worth is $50 million. During his time in the NFL, Kirk Cousins has made more than $140 million in salary. Despite those sizable earnings, the quarterback still saves money by living like a teenager. He spends his summers in his parents' basement, and his car collection also looks like something that would be more at home on a college campus than in a quarterback's garage. Number 8, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods' net worth increases, and as for 2020, it's likely close to $900 million. He definitely sits on the throne when it comes to golf tournament winnings, and his deal with Nike has been reported to be worth as much as $20 million a year. Number 7, Kevin Durant. NBA player Kevin Durant has a net worth of $170 million. In addition to being one of the most talented players on the court, he is also one of the highest earning players in the world off the court, thanks to multiple endorsement deals with Gatorade, Nike, Degree, and more. Number 6, Stephen Curry. Steph Curry must definitely be included in the top 10 list because his net worth is not less than $79.8 million. He has had the league's top salary in the past 2 seasons, and his annual salary now is around $40 million. When it comes to endorsements, he makes around an additional $42 million. Number 5, LeBron James. LeBron James, aka King James's net worth is estimated to be $480 million. He has earned his money over the years not only through his massive NBA salary, but also some massive endorsement deals from almost every major company. Becoming a billionaire has always been something that he dreams about, so do you think he will reach that goal soon? Number 4, Neymar. Brazilian soccer player Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. is one of the wealthiest athletes in the world. His net worth is estimated at a whopping $185 million as of 2020. Aside from his massive earnings from his soccer contracts, he is also one of the most marketable athletes in the world. One of his biggest sponsors is Nike, with who he reportedly signed a massive 11-year deal in 2011. Number 3, Lionel Messi. Argentine striker Lionel Messi is regarded as one of the best players of his generation. He is reportedly worth $400 million, and he averages an equivalent of about $35 million a year in his contract, or $646,000 a week. When it comes to foundation and charity, there is a lot to talk about Messi. Since 2004, he's contributed his time and finances to UNICEF, which has a strong association with FC Barcelona. Number 2, Cristiano Ronaldo. For over a decade, Cristiano Ronaldo has been among the highest paid athletes on the planet, and he remains in that global elite. Currently, his net worth is $500 million. He is on pace to earn more than $1 billion in his career from salary and endorsements, a milestone that no other football player has ever passed. He typically earns more than $60 million per year as a base salary, and off the field, he earns more than $40 million a year from endorsements. Number 1, Roger Federer. And here we go, the highest paid athlete of 2020. It's Roger Federer. There might not be a more internationally recognizable name in tennis than RF. With nearly 2 decades of dominance in the sport behind him, as well as a hefty portfolio of endorsements, Federer has made a lot of money, and we're talking about the money that lets him take the number 1 spot on our list. Which of these athletes is your favorite? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.